Hello and welcome to another unboxing. Today we are having a look at the Ash Waste Herder and Arthromite Duneskuttler from Necromunda. And this model is available through Forgeworld, and a huge thank you to everybody over at Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this, and a big thank you to everybody at Forgeworld for sending me a review copy of this, as the Ash Waste Nomads are just pretty darn cool looking models. I think they're a welcome addition to Necromunda as far as, you know, bringing more scope and diversity to the factions at play on that world and in that game. It's really, really cool. Now, with all Forgeworld kits, as far as I understand, they do not do a lot of box art. There's not pretty images. Actually, these are more classic Citadel boxes. There's some old school Citadel boxes that just have like logos and they say Games Workshop on them, and you know, they basically just put like a little sticker on whatever's in the box, right? It's kind of generic. It's not very interesting. It's much more interesting when they do the cover art and everything like that, and the logos and all of that stuff. Whereas here, not too exciting, but you know, whatever. It is what it is, right? It is what it is, and that's all that it is. So let's have a look. Now, this box was not opened. This was not cellophaned up or anything like that. So we're basically just gonna dive right in. Anybody who's ordered from Forgeworld before, this is a pretty familiar thing. So we open her up. Oh man, we already got all sorts of stuff going on here. We've got some sort of pamphlet. The Guide to Building Resin Models. There we go. Cool. So it's a handy dandy guide for, you know, working with Forgeworld resin and plastic. I think that's pretty handy. I think that's something that, you know, a lot of kits should include. Comes with a nice big base for the scuttler, the Arthromite. Yeah. So we get a little booklet on his rules and his assembly instructions. It also has the cards. Oh, well, looks pretty. Oh, look at this. Oh, in the instructions, they show you where the gates are on the figure. The shims, remove the shims. Okay, that's pretty handy. That's what that means. So as you're assembling it up, you know where to cut and where to avoid and be careful about, and yeah, just so you're not leaving those big unsightly gates and those, what are they, shims? Shims on the surface. Let's have a look. Now, here's what I really like about these unboxings, and, you know, a lot of third party as well as Forgeworld still do this. Games Workshop used to do this way back in the day, having these little foam inserts to protect the model as it's, you know, it's bumping around inside the package. But you hang on to those sponges and they are great for when you get to painting and doing some effects. Oftentimes chipped armor, weathering, these kinds of things. This kind of sponge comes in perfect for. So this is just to encourage all you. Oh, this is taped. Okay, get my trusty rusty knife out. Try not to slash myself. And let's dive in. Let's have a look at these parts. If I can get into this thing. Yeah, these things here. I mean, just listen. All right, let's have a look at the parts here. I'm seeing really fantastic looking details. Nice and crisp. How sharp the corners are. Yeah, this is really good. Yeah. Ooh, the big scuttler. He's pretty darn big. Big old body on him. Let's get these foams out of the way. Get all the parts. Now, sometimes you will find when you are opening up some of these Forgeworld kits or garage kits or what have you, you will have some parts that end up breaking off from like here, for example. This is obviously a part, but you don't see the actual part hanging there because it's fallen off. It's probably the body here that was probably attached to that piece. You will find that occasionally when you are opening up the boxes. There's a whole bunch of details here. I could not tell you if everything is here. I'm going to assume, I know you know what they say about assuming, but I'm going to assume it is all here. All the parts look really, really good. Nice and crisp details. Yeah. Yeah, here, let's zoom in on some of the texture here. Can we zoom in? Let's zoom in a bit, if we can. And so you can see here all of the detail. Nice hard lines, edges. No obvious mold lines or anything like that. But I mean, that's to be expected from a kit that is just coming out of the molds, as it were. But yeah, I really enjoy a lot of these little details. And I like the fact that the guides show you where to cut and free some of these shims, where the little points where, you know, like the little gates and things like that are. I do think that's very, very handy. I know there's many people out there who are still kind of leery about, you know, jumping into resin kits and stuff like that. I'm of the mind that you shouldn't be. You should just dive right in. They're all models. All it is just resin and plastic. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's it. That is the Ash Waste Nomad's Herder with Arthromite Duneskuttler. Very, very cool for all you Necromunda fans out there. I think this is gonna be a welcome addition. And quick peek at the rules, very, very hilarious. So definitely, probably we will be seeing this on the tabletops. Big thank you to Games Workshop for sending me a review copy of this model. Big thank you to my patrons. Without your support, these videos would not be possible. If you're considering Patreon support, click the link in the description below. You'll be taken off to a magical website called Patreon, where there are various tiers of support. And a huge thank you to everybody who does and continues to support the channel. Huge, huge thank yous. If you're not able to support monetarily, thumbing up the video, liking, following, subscribing, commenting, ringing the bell, all of that helps the channel as well. And all it takes is a couple clicks of a button and you're helping me out a great deal. And a huge thank you to everybody who does that. Take care of your brushes, they'll take care of you, and I will see you in the next exciting unboxing or useless review or painting tutorial. Fresh tips, just a tip, maybe even a live stream, painting live stream, weigh the brush live stream, maybe even a battle report. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows what the future holds? Okay, bye.